How's it going, guys? So look, today's video is going to be on the touchy side for some people. I mean, it shouldn't be, but a lot of people and a lot of Arsenal fans in particular are very touchy about this subject. It's about Mikel Arteta. So, is he the man to get us that Premier League title next season? Next season in 2026 in May, are we going to be lifting the Premier League title and parading around North London? Is that going to be true? Is that going to be the scene that we'll witness in North London next year? So like I said, a lot of people don't want to talk about this subject. A lot of them want him to fail, and then you've got a third of the fans, or maybe more, who want him to succeed at all costs and believe in the mentality he's brought to Arsenal. It shouldn't get a bit touchy, but look, as always, I'm not afraid to speak my mind and say it how it is. I'm not one of those sheep. I've got my own mind, and if anyone gets hurt or offended, then so be it. But I will speak my mind and tell you what I feel. I'm not one of these fans who follow the crowd. So if there's a fan who says this and says that, unless I particularly believe that, I'll understand where they're coming from. But just because they're influential or maybe have a bigger following than some people, it doesn't mean they're always right. Yeah, just look at Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher. That tells you what you need to know. So look, first of all, Mikel Arteta, the last 3 seasons. 74 points last season, 89 before that, and 84 points before that season. So in the 3 seasons, he's got a lot of points. You've got to say, especially last season, because he was on 74 points with the injuries and red cards that he had as well. On top of that, I mean, last season in particular, I want to say, look, the injuries to key players like Saka, Martinelli, Havertz, Gabriel Magalhaes, Calafiori, Ben White, Gabriel Jesus. Don't forget the red cards at the start of the season with Declan Rice. I'm not going to go on about why he got the red card, but I think we all know why he did. Then Trossard against Man City, Saliba against Bournemouth, I think it was, which was rightly so. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of points that was dropped. And look, with those injuries, any team would have suffered. But to finish second, as well on top of that, we had no striker in the latter stages. No recognised centre-forward in the latter stages of the season. Going in the Champions League, knocking out Madrid with Mikel Merino as a centre-forward. Look, not all managers would be able to pull that one out of the bag. And we almost went to the final. So look, for the past 3 seasons as well, he's not had an out-and-out striker. And we finished second in 3 seasons. So that's massive. Obviously, it's not what we wanted, and some people will say he's bottled it. But what I want to say is, look, in the last 2-3 seasons, he's built a massive team. Nobody would have predicted that Arteta would be able to finish even in the top 4. You remember pundits like Gary Neville and Carragher saying his ceiling is as high as it's got when he finished, was it 8th or 6th that season, or 5th. I think they said that's the highest he can take Arsenal, and then they ate their own words as usual again, didn't they? Now those same pundits are saying yes, he could win the league. He's also turned average players into top European players. The likes of Saka, Martinelli, Havertz, well recognised around the continent. He's able to transform mediocre attacking players like Mikel Merino into a makeshift centre-forward and receive goals. And then the main important thing is the squad additions that could take us to the next step, the next level. Zubimendi, Norgard, Kepa, Mosquera, Madueke, Gyökeres, maybe Eze. If you have a look at all these signings, a lot of them are squad depth signings. Something that he's not had recently, or something that Arsenal haven't had, something we've not really, something we've not taken care of in the last decade or so. Building a squad. So, look, the midfield is strong. We all know the defence is as good as it gets. It's been the best for the past few seasons. We've won the Golden Glove the last 2 seasons as well. It's the attack that needs bolstering, that needs boosting. And with Gyökeres coming in, we're doing it. So if we can maintain the defence, maintain the midfield, but transition a lot faster from defence to attack, and boost our goal scoring opportunities, then why not? Why not? Arteta's also learned a lot tactically over the past few seasons. Every season's been different, but last season in particular, having to play with and make a team out of nothing, and a lot of his stars are injured, so he's had to rotate and think outside the box and be proactive in what he's doing in terms of decision making. So, look, it's been massive for Arteta. Another point is he's unbeaten against the so-called Big Six teams for the past 2 seasons. He's got massive wins against European teams like, Real Madrid. We smashed City 5-1. He's beat Liverpool, Chelsea, United. He's beat all the teams. We're able to go away and win in massive away stadiums now, or any European stadium, away to PSV, away to Sporting Lisbon, away to Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Something we never usually do, win away in Europe, and he's brought that mentality to Arsenal. So it's massive for us. It really is. So you give him the squad that he wants and a centre forward who can bag 20 to 30 league goals. Why not? If next season does go to plan, we will actually be untouchable, and Arteta will go down a legend. And a lot of people will start laughing and say, no, you don't know what you're talking about, or you're one of the reasons why we're failing and stuff like that. But a lot of these same fans have never seen a Premier League title at Arsenal, and they've got the ability and the cheek to start saying that you don't know what you're talking about. It's people and fans like them who are the problem. Arteta's building something. We can change Arteta tomorrow, and who we're going to get? A Mourinho or a manager who, anybody. And then he comes in, and then it's phase 1 again, phase 2. Yes, Arteta's not won anything in his 3, 4, 5 phases, but it's around the corner. And if it's not next season, then yeah, we could potentially make a change then. But right now, while he's our manager, we fucking support him till the end of next season and try and get that title back to Arsenal. That's it. There's no ifs and buts. If you want him to fail, fuck off. You're not an Arsenal fan. You support him, you back him with the players that we've got, the additions, and see what he's made of next season. If it fails next season and we don't win a trophy, then we can start to prepare for a new manager. Yeah, but until then, we support him, and yeah, he could bring us that title next season. Why not? I'll catch you on the next one.